Hey, what's going on YouTube? Indiana James here. I know it's been a while. Got a little bit of an update here. I got a new monitor, and because of that, it was really hard to make a a video. But took me about 40 minutes of shrinking and making big and everything to get all this working. So this is my first video on a type of monitor this way. Last monitor I had like this wasn't this wide, I guess. We're going to get into some news first, and then we'll get into some other things. Anyway, Mythic Plus tank rankings on the PTR of patch 12.1 Season 2. This is to be updated frequently, yada, yada, yada. So I didn't even look at these. Okay, so the full tank list, Season 2 tank list, Mythic Plus at midnight, Season 2. We encourage you to read further and understand why some classes are placed lower or higher than expected. With several factors considered, such as having a four-piece tier set active at all times and the key levels. So at the moment, it looks like Blood Death Knight is S tier. A tier is Prop Paladin, which is cool, I guess. Guardian Druid. So that was A plus. A regular is Vengeance, Demon Hunter, and Protection Warrior. And then B is Brewmaster Monk. That's kind of sad. Since they were doing really well, we're gonna go. Oh, I guess that's it. It is kind of sad. And this guide has been written by this dude. Okay. Anyway, no utility packages. They have a lot of changes. I'll try to get into that after. Let me click on this and see if it's gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna click on each character because that's kind of dumb. All right, let's see here. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of ads on this website. Icy Veins, you need to fix your ads. This is the healer rankings in Season 1 on the PTR. Important to remember that there will be many more changes, and what you see is not the final product. So, S tier, Holy Paladin, Resto Shaman. That's pretty interesting. Mistweaver Monk. These are annoying. Oh my gosh. Mistweaver Monk's A. B plus is Disc Priest and Holy Priest. B is Resto Druid and Preservation Evoker. So Resto Druid apparently went down a little bit. Let's see. It received its fair share of changes. Unfortunately, most of these are negative. Some of them more impactful ones being a nerf to Abundance and lost healing over time extension from Swiftmend. Okay. So Mistweaver Monk. I'm only doing this because my son plays Monk. It'll see more nerfs to Way of the Crane, which will lead to some changes to its playstyle. It also received a buff towards Jadefire teachings. The current performance of Mistweaver continues to be great with a great DPS output, but sadly this spec currently struggles in heavy HPS check situations. Fortunately, Mistweaver Monks received several rounds of nerfs, which led to their demotion from the top tier rankings. Their HPS has been hit repeatedly, and while their DPS is still amazing, their HPS output is lower than what it used to be at the start of the PTR. So they're doing tuning on the PTR as time goes by. I'm not going to get into all these. I know that in PvP, healers matter a lot. And yeah. All right, Mythic DPS rankings. Here we go. Let's see what happened with them, because this is what most people play. Again, remember, there will be more changes. Let's see. Analysis provides an estimate of the current Mythic Plus meta with weekly updates every Sunday, live on stream. All right. Arcane Mage has gone up to S tier. That's it. So it did a ton of changes leading up to Season 2, with some of the most notable being a rework to Apex talents. That's good. That's good to see. Arms Warrior. Primary focus would be the rework of Ravager, as well as several talents like Bloodletting and Broader Strokes. I don't like Arms Warrior. Windwalker is seeing some number adjustments, lowering some of their burst damage during Zenith towards more sustained damage, as well as adding some extra firepower to Spinning Crane Kick, um, so it can unlock more frequent use outside of the free procs. Overall, after several consecutive rounds of buffs, Windwalker's damage exploded, and so is their tier list ranking as one of the highest burst melee specs so far on the PTR. Your rotational core will remain quite similar to the Season 1 iteration of their spec, although an attempt has been made to put some more emphasis on a Spinning Crane Kick with the new tier. I think it's interesting. It's definitely one of the squishiest specs out there, and you can't survive hierarchies. Yeah, you might get replaced by a less powerful but ultimately more durable DPS spec. I think that's cool. Windwalker, if you guys remember months back, Windwalker was almost at the very. I think they were at the bottom for a minute. So that's the S tier. S plus. S regular is Outlaw Rogue, along with Windwalker. Arms Warrior is interesting to being at the top. I can't even believe that. They were way low. A plus is almost a lot of people. Assassin Rogue, that's what I play. Cool. Sucks Feral's not up there. Both Demon Hunters are up there, though. Oh. A Warlock. So Destro went up. So, okay. It went up. Summon Infernal is off cooldown. AoE damage with strong burst window every time you're summoned. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. Ret Paladin is there. It received its chair changes. Some increasing their sustained damage output, which came at a cost of some nerfs. It's interesting. Feral Druid was at the very bottom last time I looked. Now they're A plus. A, that's good. It received some minor changes, much of it focused on buffing various crucial talents on the spec, like Rip and Tear, while simultaneously applying some slight nerfs to the Apex talents. Feral Druid will retain their great sustained AoE damage, good priority target DPS, and great burst. Furthermore, energy issues have mostly been resolved, especially if you play Soul of the Forest and Tireless Energy, which leaves fewer dead periods of the spec overall. I'm going to read about Assassin Rogue here because they were low. They received amazing changes leading up to the second thing. Managing the Apex talent is a lot smoother and less of a headache, and natural flow of the spec feels better as a result. Assassination will retain its great damage profile with high burst and amazing funnel and priority target damage. Although an attempt has been made to nerf its burst DPS by moving damage out of its cooldowns, the added nerfs are offset by bolstering some of the spec's core DPS abilities, which will result in a better sustained damage output. All right, that's interesting. I'm also playing another thing on here that sucks. I can't believe it. Every time I pick something that I want to play, it's at the bottom. Every time I stop playing it for a little while, it goes up, like my Assassin Rogue, Windwalker Monk. Sadly, Fury Warrior. Fury's core rotation will remain quite similar to what players are used to this Season 1 already, but this time around, the new tier set is making Raging Blow a much bigger priority than before. You can expect a faster-paced playstyle, short offensive cooldowns, and good priority target and single target damage. Where they failed to compete against the top, let's see, a good priority target and single target damage, with the only current weakness being mass AoE, where they failed to compete against the top performers. We hope to see some tuning targeted specifically with this mass AoE issue, which has haunted them for years, so the spec can be placed higher on the tier list. So, single target is pretty good, but your AoE as a Fury Warrior sucks. All right, Beastmastery is looking to receive quite a lot of changes leading up to the second season, with most of them notably ones being the nerfs to Cleave and Piercing Fangs. Several new talent reworks, Razor Sharp and Blood Frenzy are easier. And easier Beast Cleave management due to its duration being increased to 10 seconds, while Wildcraft Cruise Down is 8 seconds. In addition, their 4-piece tier set will shift quite a lot of focus towards Cobra Shot, often playing talents that further bolster its damage, which contributes a decent chunk of there. The spec will remain particularly welcoming for newcomers, while simultaneously offering min-max possibilities for those willing to push the limits, push the spec to its limits. So, yeah. Survival Hunter and Marksman Hunter is in B plus, and those are only B tier. I think that sucks. That's sad. Devastation Evoker is looking to receive only minor changes. Outside of the new tier set, the only other notable changes are the redesign of Raising Fury and most recent nerfs to Scale Commander tree. It's largely unchanged, which is quite disappointing. That being said, their current on-demand burst is decent, but when major cooldowns are no longer present, they fall behind quite hard. Further tuning is needed for them to place higher. As of now, they are one of the least targeted specs for changes. So that's kind of sad. Not necessarily good that 2 of my 4 characters are low. I was hoping Fury Warrior would be up. Feral Druid being A tier, that's like middle of the road, you know. And I don't know what their spec is now because I just hit level 90 on my Druid, so we'll see. All right. Mythic 0 and the Great Vault clarification during week 0. Midnight Dungeons. Heroic and Mythic 0 difficulties resets and drops 292 item level gear. Wow. Week of August 11th, and credit towards Great Vault Season 2 rewards begins. Week of August 18th, Mythic 0 is on a daily reset, drops 292 item level. So if you're interested in doing just a regular Mythic dungeon items, that's cool. Blizzard update a couple of lines noting some new information of Mythic 0 dungeons in the Great Vault. This means that Mythic Zeros will drop 292 item level gear, champion 1 out of 6 from Mythic Zeros, but you'll only get 1 lockout during the week. After it launches, Mythic Zeros will then become a daily lockout. In addition, activities done during the first week of the patch will count towards your Great Vault. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I'm not sure I agree with the week lockout. 1 lockout during the week, but yeah. All right, final week of Turbulent Time Waves is this week, guys. So, Algar's Academy, Breckenhide Hollow, Halls of Infusion, Neltharis, Ruby Life Pools, and Azura Vault. At the end of your first dungeon, you'll loot Lost Iridescent Flight Stones, which gives 500 Time Warp badges. The civs can be turned in Voldraken to that Zydan guy. 2 mounts are available from Time Walking. Liquid Hot Magma Slug and Blackford Bakar. And then there's your ensemble. So if you're interested in doing time waves, get onto that. I really don't want to sit there and tell you guys how I leveled a character from 1 to 90 in 4 hours, and it's not the flying thing either. Maybe I will. Updated Mythic Plus score cutoffs for Umbral Champion and Heroes of Midnight. Blizzard updated the Project Mythic Plus score for the top 1% and 0.1% Season 1, awarding Umbral Ashes, Mount, and the Umbral Hero title. If Season 1 ended today, players would need 3915 and 3962 score for the top 1%, while 0.1 will require 4183 and 4207. However, these are just projections. The actual score could very well change before the season ends, though players may be interested in the Mythic Plus score estimation website made by this dude, which I'm not going to click. In this post, Blizzard will update the score required to earn the Umbral Champion and the Umbral Hero titles. I'm not interested in those. It's a mount that looks like crap. I'm sorry. All right, at midnight, 12.0.7 weekly hotfixes summary, July 28th to August 4th. That was like yesterday. They did a few things. Blood Death Knight that fixed a bug, caused Dance of Midnight Apex talents to ranks 2 and 3 to incorrectly increase damage taken. Well, that blows. Fiction issue where using a Will of the Forsaken to break mind control would not show the cooldown on your PvP trinket. Okay, interesting. And they fixed some world boss stuff. 12.1 data mine hot fixes as opposed to 18 hours ago. Let's see. Blinding Veil, Lexi's Thornblade, periodic damage increased by 100% and duration increased by to 12. That sucks. Umbrush Stalker's Thornblade, duration increased to 8, was 6. So they updated that. I'm not going to go into these because, like, they're just dungeons and raids, Mythic plus dungeons and stuff. You can read those. I will post a link. Complete Cursed Surge World Events in patch 12.1. Cursed Surge. So, an objective of the Turn Back the Surge weekly quest. Cursed Surges can appear in 5 different locations. First time players defeat a boss each day, they will receive Voidlight Marl and Coffer Key Shards. Always love those. Warbound piece of 266 item level adventure gear. And a chance at the Ruby Wraith mount. What's that? Let me open that up. Maybe there's a picture. Great. 3-headed snake mount. Oh, did I just close it? I think I did. Oops. Oh, no, I didn't. So, okay, there it is right there. A corrosive soul can also drop at rank 4 with this thing. Or rank 8 will upgrade the gear to 279 item level on the veteran track. Any number of repeat completions will award a venom-soaked satchel containing gold, adventure mist, crests. I don't even know what a mist. Probably new crest. Each time the event is completed, players can also gain the Cursed Land and Waters buff, allowing them to drain cursed and environmental herb and ore nodes to obtain Curse-bound globe and naturalized venom clot, which is used in crafting. Additionally, players will be able to find 6 unique cursed fish for the Anglers of Collided Isle achievement. And this awards Sinful Pearl. Learn to infuse the Huntress with a red hue, unlocking additional visual effects when she sheds her skin. Oh, which can be used to change the color of the coiled Huntress. Underwater transformation. Is this like a new fishing pole? Because what a crappy looking fish. What is this? Oh, purchased in Collided Isle. Second mate slugs, 6,000 Voidlight Marl. I will have to compare this to I have the best fishing pole in the game right now, so we'll have to compare. And this looks like a terrible fishing pole. I think it looks like crap. Stick with some yarn on it. Ooh, some feathers. Cursed achievements. In addition to normal rewards, players can earn achievements for completing all 5 distinct surges. 300 total surges will award the Curse Breaker. Turn of the surges, Curse Breaker. Finally, players can discover a hidden toy by defeating the boss of the northeast most cursed surge location. Around 70:33. Akrithos is the only event boss which drops Diver's Key Fragment. As you assemble 3 key fragments. When you get 3 of them, you get to do Diver's Key. Taking them to the key to the North Island will open the sunken Diver's chest to obtain the ancient Almani mask. Cool. So, get 3 fragments, go to this chest, and you get a mask. Cool. That's still an ugly mount. So Windwalker's at the top. We talked about that. PTR tier list update. So, and this is why I don't really take one website over another. Only because Oh, this is Icy Veins, but other websites say that they're different, so they have like, they don't even say what they are. Gosh damn it. Yeah, people need to write it down. I am not reading all this. Blizzard got this beast in their sights. Hunters continue with their descent after the nerf to Hunter's Mark. Marksmanship has received a substantial 15% nerf, dropping them from A plus all the way to B plus. BM is not far behind, also dropping down, ending at B. Finally, Devastation Evoker, Devastation Evoker, blah blah blah. It kind of sucks. um, that just blows. It does. Like Fury Warrior and Beastmaster, Beastmaster Hunter being down that low. It's just sad. It is. But anyway, Windwalkers rise to in prep for season 2, so most played and top performing specs. So again, we went over that. These are just numbers like I showed you guys before. Augmentation finally finds its way to the top spot. Fury Warriors up there. Fury has moved to the top here. Besting survival and raising 3 spots. These are the top played, top performing specs and raids. I mean, it looks okay, but it just kind of sucks. All right, Mythic plus rotation and loot. Let's see, because I didn't go over these. I don't go over what I open from different websites. Dungeon changes, Midnight Season 2 affixes, Xalatath bargain of affixes, Mythic plus loot and Great Vault, end of dungeon gear. Let's see, crest, champion mist crest. So we're going with mist crest now, apparently. So apparently the best gear you can get out of Myth is Mythic 311 hero gear. So we're going from like 285, I think it is, up to 311. So that's pretty good. Those of us who wants to catch up, you just go do a couple of delves and you go from like 270 to 3. Midnight Season 2 Mythic Rewards and Achievements. Keystone Master at 2,000 rating is Breath of Blight. Keystone Legend at 3,000 awards, Breath of Ruin. Teaches you how to summon this mount. I'm not clicking those. It's probably those snake things. Fine, I'll click one. Breath of Blight. Oh, it's some bird thing. And the Ruin one is a red bird thing. I mean, it's interesting to see that we're, what they do with crests and stuff. All right, PTR class tuning, dev notes July 31st, rogue aura buffs. So this was posted 4 days ago. All right, quests. The Omnium Folio introduction quest line can now be skipped across characters on the account once it has been completed. Cool. Blood. Unholy. Havoc. Got damage increase some. Because they went up, Cobra shot damage reduced by 20%. We're already down really low and you did that. That's stupid. I mean, I'll post these, of course. Tier 6, 275 was 274. Oh. Ritual Site tiers 1 to 6 vault rewards have been updated to match Season 2. Tiers 1 to 6 vault rewards. Ritual Sites now reward Season 2 crests equivalent to delves at their tiers. Tier 1 to 3 remain Season 1. Recommended item levels and tuning. New recommended item levels for 4 to 6. 259, 268, and 275. The Tier 6 Advanced Ritual Studies quest will no longer offer a Nubless Void Core bonus roll. The quests remain available to complete Void Assault, if you're interested. I have not touched Vol and Nigtal. I won't, because you can't fly there. Gladiator Destruction, and I'm doing PvP because I actually have been doing some PvP, and it's actually been pretty dang fun. So I'm going to read some of that. Gladiator's Distinction PvP trinket set bonus now increased primary sub 15 was 12. Stamina by 5 was 10. For tank and damage dealer rolls. PvP trinket segment now increased stamina by 10 was 15 for the healer roll. Okay, so they're decreasing that. Consume damage reduced by 40% in PvP combat. Devourer damage reduced by 8%. Druid Restoration, all healing reduced by 10%. Mistweaver, Vital Expenditure now increases soothing mist healing by 100% was 300. Increases mana cost by 33%. Okay. Paladin, all healing reduced by 15. Prot, Divine Exaction causes Divine Tolls to strike 45% of effectiveness. Eternal Flame, healing reduced by 20%. Let's see. Priest. Disc Priest. Quicken Pulse causes Interpodic Rift and Shadow Word Pain to deal damage 15% more often. Was 25. Void Weaver. Expiation. Whatever. Dealings 100 damage you 150% was 200. Subtlety Rogue. Gormaw's Bite repeats. 10% damage, finishing moves, and Arms Warrior. Dominance of the Colossus, reduced damage taken for enemies affected by demolished by up to 10% PvP combat. Interesting little facts there. They really need to do something about absorb. Every time I hit somebody in PvP, it's absorb. All right. This is the forum post I made. Someone is asking about WoW 2. Let me know what you guys think, because I don't think they're going to do a total WoW 2 reset, a hard reset, brand new game. I think they're going to do other things. For example, like healing the world from everything Deathwing did. Those people are still building shit in Westfall. That should be done by now. Like stuff like that. I think in order for World of Warcraft to become in a better situation and spot it's at, they really need to get the game more accessible, more people, put it on consoles, update the engine. And I'm not saying to redo the entire graphics engine. I mean, update the graphics enough to where a PlayStation 5 looks decent playing on a PlayStation 5. It's not like people who are 16 years old, for example, my son's friends, look at WoW and they're like, ugh, game looks old and yucky. I wouldn't pay money to play that. I don't want to play that, you know. Update the game enough to where more generations of people who haven't played WoW would be more in tune to want to play it. And sadly, human beings are visual learners, men especially. And if you see something that you just doesn't look good, you're not going to want to do whatever it is. Okay? So realize that. Other than doing the engine, they need to take all of the old content, all of it, all the old, like when they basically, I want to say blow up, but not blow up the world. I mean, they need to change the entire world map to show a brand new area, I don't mean like area like Pandaria. I mean, they need the world to change. Okay, 20 some odd years has gone by, or 15 or whatever, since Deathwing. Those areas all need to be cohesive, and by doing so, they need to remove all of the zones, lands, all that crap, put it on its own server, allow us to have a portal, and choose which expansion to go to see it and see how it used to be and stuff like that. And by doing that, they allow everyone to see it and do those things and still get the achievements and go there, but they free up the entire world to make it now, right? So let's just say the world kind of gets shaken up, and by doing so, all the areas shift to different spots on the map, and that also updates the world map and all their quests and all their zones. Put the old zones and how they used to be in their own server, but update them, place them in little areas, or completely remove them. You know, things like that nature to update the world like to now standards. That way, we have all new places. I would love to go back to an updated Pandaria, like for example. And I think that that is where Blizzard is leaning towards. I think they need to. It would be great to see, all the things they've done, cutting costs and things for that to be the whole point of it, you know. But hey, who knows? Nobody's commented yet. I made that. I guess I can link that. Getting back to World of Warcraft type situation. The reason why I was gone for like I think it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so is just because um, the laptop I was running, I was running two laptops. So one of them I was running had an issue with one of the buttons, and I basically had to go through and figure out what I was going to do with it. I figured it out. I got a system that can do everything I want. I'm even using my old Logitech 922 key mic. Oh my god, mic. Jeez, webcam, and I'm running a huge monitor. And it's the coolest monitor I've ever owned. I wonder if I could show you guys. The dang thing is just totally insane. And with that said, I think that, and that's one of the reasons why I wasn't able to make WoW videos and stuff like that. So, now that I'm back, I have to figure out how to stream still, because I'm not used to it, and go from there. But yeah, keep watching my channel. Thank you guys for being patient about my video. I will be making videos, once a week, news videos now. I'm back to that schedule, and we'll go from there. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the game. Sonarian Circle. Guild is Archaeologists Anonymous. So please, if you need somebody to play WoW with or whatever, and you want a small, cohesive, knit group where we do delves, dungeons, some PvP, of course, and especially ahead of the curve. Like almost every raider in my guild now has ahead of the curve. We've gotten it. You say, yeah, just if you want to play with us, let me know. Like, subscribe at the bottom, and see you guys next time. Thanks.